good here right now. All right. Looks like the Packers will have to punt it away. Uh-oh. It's just cycling commercials right now. Quinyon Mitchell was injured on the play for the Eagles, so it's a bit of an injury timeout. Huh. That's super unfortunate. We're just waiting for the 4th and 20 to get going. Got my play back up. Holy shit. Oh, never mind. I don't have it up there. What's up, Fernando? What's up, Kenny? How y'all doing? Let's go, Eagles. The GOATs. Me and all my homies are rooting for the Eagles, Kenny. I'm sorry. Packers need to be humbled a little bit, you know? I'm going to have to watch on the ESPN thing, which kind of sucks. I don't really have a way to watch right now. I guess I could use this. Full reliable. Oh, I forgot it doesn't do like small screen anymore for some reason. Yeah, no, I'm not using this site. I'd rather just not watch. You're ordering pizza? Nice. Packers ran a tush push, false start, and Sirianni was pissed. Why would Sirianni be pissed? Well, why would that bother Nick Sirianni that the Packers did a bad push tush? Does he think he's the only one who's allowed to watch or call for a tush push? Yeah, I know where the games are on at, Seth. Oh, a flag or whatever. Yeah, I mean, OL for Sirianni, I guess. Now he knows how it feels. Punts it away. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Philly 9 coming up. Yeah, I don't know. Sucks. I was good because I was literally trying to rack my brain, going, "Why the hell would Sirianni care?" Not like it's just his play. Barkley will run ahead and pick up 3. Pats Giants game is on ABC in a few weeks since I don't have ESPN. If it's Monday Night Football, it probably will be. Damn, dude. Fernando, what was the name of that one site you said? I have no way to watch this right now. Everything I'm trying is not working. Yeah, he's an Eagles. Well, the Bills lost yesterday. Why? Well, I mean, to be fair, you can have an AFC and NFC team. So that's not really a gotcha. Why is there no ABC on this? Wonder if I can just like get in the back door by like fucking with it like that. Okay, I did get in the back door. Oh, it's just lagging though. 2nd and 7. They toss it, and they'll get just shy of the 1st. It'll be 3rd and 1 at the 18. I wonder how far this is behind. Buff streams X. Yeah, I figured out a way to get around the TV app being full. Let's see. 3rd and 1. They're doing a tush push, and they're going to run ahead, and they get the first. It never fails. Fernando, the TV pass, the TV app, just click on ESPN instead of clicking on the NFL direct thing. TV app, the way they have it set up is they do a special thing, but if you just go to ESPN, it'll play it. And it works really good. 1st and 10, they're going to run it. They pick up 3 with Barkley. No huddle. Yeah. So I'm ahead of TV now, even. Well, looks like I live in the future. That should have been a false start. Looks like hey, Fernando, remember how I said every bad no call is a wash? Eagles got away with one too, it looks like. Do you think Sirianni's mad right now? We're going to go with another handoff here on 2nd and 7, and Barkley's going to get a first down. Out to the 40. Now they're going to mark him at the 39. 1st and 10 at the 39. Funny how we have 2 primetime games and then just the Bengals in between. Yeah. Goes, what? Jets, Bengals, and then Bills. Is that our next few games? Oh, Giants. Jets, Bengals, Giants. That's a tough sled of games. There's no guarantee we get to 11-2 through those games. Eagles go with another handoff here. Bigsby with a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5. Eagles moving quick here. 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. It's a 0-0 game. No, he's an okay running back, a little mid. Travion Henderson's far better, but that's okay. You can live in 2024. We live in 2025, though, Seth. Best running back in football is Travion Henderson. Remember the name. Remember I told you this. Let's see Saquon bust a big play out. Here we go. 2nd and 5. Hurts takes incomplete. 3rd and 5. Devontae Smith was the intended target on the play. By the way, if you haven't dropped the like yet, consider doing so. It does help out the stream. Get some more people in here. Like, I think if you asked all 32 teams if you'd take Saquon right now or Travion Henderson right now, I think all 32 say Travion. Yeah, that would make sense. The Patriots should be flexed into Sunday night. It all depends on what the hell happens with the Ravens. And are the Ravens a 1 o'clock game? False start on the Eagles. They'll have to back it up 5. 3rd and 10 coming up. Ball's at the 39 once again. Neither team really able to get anything going early on here. We'll see how this plays. Damn. I wish more people would come to the streams. The only thing that's confusing is, like, why doesn't the whole baseball audience come watch football? If that happened, we'd be a good-ass channel. Eh. 3rd and 10. Hurts rolls out. He's going to have to get rid of it. He throws it. He's got it first. Who the hell caught that? Shipley? Number 28, Shipley with the catch. 5:31 to go in the first. Yeah, big play by Hurts. Rolled out, got the first. Shipley with a nice catch out around the sideline. Pretty nice play. I could have done that. I do that all the time in Madden. I'm pretty good. What's your guys' archetypes in Madden? Mine's an improviser. That's what I'd be in real life. I was going to do Scrambler to match my elite speed. And they run ahead and maybe get 2. Maybe 3, actually. I don't know I don't know how they're going to spot that, but should be a small gain on the play. You know what's crazy? From the 2013 draft, did you know that, like, Lane Johnson is, like, the only guy left in the NFL? I'm pretty sure. There's, like, 2 of them, right? No, like, I'm a good, like, I can do RPOs and stuff. Yeah, I don't think there's a ton of people left from the 2013 class. It was a very bad. Oh, wow, they blew that shit right up. Sheesh, it'll be 3rd and 5. Fernando, you wouldn't want to play me IRL football. I'd juke you out of your shoes, brother. Anyway, 3rd and 10. Or 3rd and 5, sorry. And that'll be completed for a first down. Yeah, I know I would. I'd throw the ball over top. You wouldn't even know it. You'd be like, what the fuck? You think you're getting picks and shit, the ball's going right over your shoulder. Like I'm Houdini. Anyway, Hurts rolls out to his left, throws. He's going to get the completion, a gain of about 7 to A.J. Brown. To the Green Bay 30, looking like the Eagles may get some points out of this. They're eating up a lot of clock. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. This is what everybody was hoping to see. The Eagles win. Especially NFC East fans. Claiming that was the Dolphins Super Bowl. I don't know if they realize what they were saying. Yeah, they've said that about every single loss this year, Fernando. They said that when we beat them, and it's like, you guys do realize. And that'll be a run for a first down. Shipley will go up the middle for 4. Yeah, even Kenny said no, he can't root for the Packers in this game. He has to root for the better team, the Eagles. He sent me a DM saying that the Eagles deserve to win this game. And I was like, Kenny, aren't you a Packers fan? He was like, yeah, but it's just the Eagles are a better team, you know? Like, Hurts is a cooler version of Love. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Don't be so hard on yourself. But yeah, Fernando, I don't know why they always yeah, I don't ever lie. I've literally don't even know how to lie. Ask me to lie right now, I'll try. Drake May is bad. See, my body doesn't even let me physically lie. They're gonna go play action. Hurts, 1st and 10, looking, dancing in back out of the. He's just running around back there right now, and he tosses it away. 2nd and 10, ball at the 26 still. But no, yeah, Fernando, the Bills thing is stupid. I don't know why they're really sore losers. Like, if Buffalo beats us at home, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be like, nah, damn, good game, Buffalo. I'm not going to cry and be like, dude, enjoy your Super Bowl, Buffalo. Like, what? That's the shittiest, like, response because, yeah, of course they're going to be happy. They just won a football game. Like, I don't know. I genuinely hate that line of arguing from people. Like, if it bothers you so much, maybe your team should just win the game. Yeah, Josh Allen's a flopper. We all know that. That's whatever, though. Third and 8. Aaron Rodgers was a flopper too. All quarterbacks are pretty bad about it. I'm going to be honest though, Fernando. All quarterbacks are pretty. They all try to draw that rough in the passer. I don't know one quarterback that hasn't had a guilty flop. Third and 8. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Love is going to take off up the middle, and he's going to put a move on a man, and that'll be a first down. Oh, ball's out. Oh, shit. Oh, you know Kenny's fucking... He just jumped up and punched in the air right now. Kenny, how loud did you just go fuck yeah? Because Hurts just got the ball stripped out of his hand, and the Packers have it at the Eagles at their own 40. Was he down? No, it doesn't. Nope. That looks to be a fumble to me. If there's any way they can overturn it, you know they're going to. Doesn't look like they got an opportunity to do so. May not be the best image for the league when the QBs flop and snap their neck back. They should be put in concussion protocol. Oh, yeah, no. Allen should be put into protocol when he starts doing that 100% and have to miss a couple plays. Yeah, that should be a very quiet way to clean that up, Fernando. It doesn't have to be a big thing. You just clean that up with putting his ass in the 10, QB in the 10 every time they pull that shit. Especially now with the protocol. In the past, there was really nothing you could do about it. You're at work and can't watch a game? No problem, man. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for tuning in, Matt. Appreciate you. Just drop a like if you're able to. I'd appreciate it. If anyone can, I'd appreciate it. We're trying to hit up into at least 20 likes. We'll see if we can get there. We're pretty close to double digits, so that's pretty good. I'm set to do this whole game unless it becomes really bad. Like, someone goes up like 35-0 all of a sudden. I'm not doing that. But this game is good. Like, this is an inherently very important game for the NFC playoff picture. Patriots reporters? Yeah, because Patriots reporters are, you know, we were bred. A lot of us grew up because they're all like 30, so they're in my age range with very certain media practices against the Patriots. So they've become very media savvy, and it's interesting. You know what's crazy? One thing about the New England Patriots, despite all the cheap shit people do to stop us, do you know we never campaign for rule changes? We don't try to take away what people do good by rule changes. And I hate that about some teams. Like the Colts are the reason football is like pussy. I can't lie. I appreciate you, Matt. Good looking out, my friend. Thank you very much. Hopefully work goes well for you. Like the Colts to me literally ruin football. If you don't like the way modern NFL like rules are with like the overprotection on wide receivers, blame that entirely on the Indianapolis Colts. Genuinely, like it's all their fault. Look up some football history if you don't know it. There's a reason they were called the Crybaby Colts for a little while. And it's no wonder that the year like after they enacted that rule change, the Colts won their first ever Super Bowl, finally being able to get past the Patriots in the playoffs. Isn't that crazy how that works? And they sacked the shit out of Jordan Love. He fumbled, but they got the ball back. Oh, that was almost right back to the Eagles. That'll end the first quarter. 2nd and 13. No flops and enforce him in concussion protocol. That'd be pretty funny, Fernando. Yeah, that was fumbled. Oh, they're going to run a play? Oh, they have to run a play here. There's more time on the clock than play clock. Excuse me. A gassy boy. They snap it. Love looks, throws, and is batted down at the line. 5 seconds to go here in the first. third down and 13. We could see a punt to open off the second quarter. I really like when there's a kick to open up a quarter. It has like a weird, cool feel to it. Fernando, the fact that we only need like 11 wins to probably guarantee a playoff spot this year, and like we genuinely like have our next 3 games against the Bengals or against the Jets, Bengals, and Giants. It's like the only game that might be hard is the Bengals because Joe Burrow might be back, but they don't even got a defense, man. And their O-line is garbage. We're gonna ruin that team. Love is gonna roll out. He's just gonna tuck it. He's gonna run. Oh shit, he might get the first. Oh, he's going to be just short. They're going to mark him a yard short. Ooh, that's an interesting go for it decision. Because if you don't get it, you probably give up a score. It's like a race to 12 wins. Yeah, well, the Patriots have the easiest schedule in probably NFL history. It's got to be up there. To be fair, though, Buffalo plays the same teams we play, except 3 teams. And in fact, it's only really, we play Buffalo twice. So technically, it's kind of like they only play one more hard team than we do. You know what I mean by like technicality? So our schedules really aren't that different. And not one person has ever said the phrase, yeah, but Buffalo's only playing good because of their schedule, despite them always losing in the playoffs. It's weird. And you know how happy I am that my team is so good again, that people are bringing back the argument from my childhood, which is that, and I quote, the Patriots are only good because they play the AFC East every for 6 games. They get free 6 wins. They're playing an easy schedule. They play an easy schedule. You know, like our schedule every year, despite playing in the AFC East, consisted of like the Steelers, the Ravens, the Colts, the Broncos, like only when they had Peyton. Like our schedule was so fucking hard every single year outside of that division. I don't think people actually appreciate or understand what our schedule really was. We play the Chargers every year and they're always were good. I don't think people understood like the NFL locked us into like 5 or 6 games out of conference that we always had to play in. It was unbelievable. It's like, wait, how do we play the Colts every year and the Steelers and Ravens every single year? I don't think that's actually possible. But we did. Almost every single fucking year of my life, we played them. Naturally, there would be years where we just played them, you know, because of divisional stuff. But like, they seem to wiggle it in there that we played them teams every year. And also, did you know that they've done studies that like, if you take away the Patriots from the AFC East, the AFC East actually had like the 3rd best division winning percentage during the reign of Tom Brady in the NFL. So like we weren't even literally the worst division. There was far worse. Oh, did he get the first? No, he's just short. He's even shorter than a yard. It's like 4th in inches. One seed will probably require 13 wins, but thankfully Indy and Denver have. Yeah, Denver have to play some hard teams. So does Indy. We have literally the Ravens and the Bills. If we lose 2 more, it's probably still ours at 13-4. But we could probably be the 2 seed. Yeah, and the Steelers are one of our rivals. The Ravens are our rivals, dog. It sucks. We got to play the Ravens, and I'm not fucking looking forward to that. Because they're going to be good, by the way. I called the Ravens. Like, you guys can look back on one of my false start. They're going to go back 5. 4th and 5 at the Green Bay 41. You could just see Matt. You could just see the coach. Matt LaFleur just went false start. Damn it. Oh yeah, the 1 seed could be gold. If we can get it, Fernando, we'll probably go. We could win a playoff game. If we can win one playoff game and get the 1 seed and get the AFC Championship in New England, this season's a complete win. We don't even. You never know. Our team is so similar to that team that beat the Rams all those years ago. When I was a young boy who didn't even watch football. Packers will be punting it away now. It's eerily similar to the team that won the Super Bowl with Brady as a second-year player. Like, fucking Drake is putting up kind of like the same stats Brady put up. Dog, all of it is so fucking weird. The defense plays very similar, but we're a little bit better at defense than we were that year. Our special teams is like locked down. I'm telling you, there's like an eerie similarity. Don't like go look into it. I'm telling you. Even the receiving core is like weirdly similar to what we had. Like it's not completely out of reach. We end up playing in the Chargers. No, the Chargers won't make it to the AFC Championship game. They're a bad football team without Joe Alt. Their line is really bad. 1st and 10 at the Philly 21 for the Eagles coming up. Hopefully they're just doing a quick commercial, it looks like, so that's good. Most likely, Fernando, if we're going to play in the AFC Championship, we're going to be meeting up with Kansas City. That's how that's going to play out. There's some realities in football, right? Like the Ravens, as soon as they got like to 2-6, you know what the first thing I said? Remember, Fernando? You probably heard me say it. I said, now the Ravens will probably only lose one more game this year. That's it. They'll lose one more. They'll lose one game. then they'll win the rest and be a playoff team. They'll probably win their division. And the Eagles get swallowed up in the backfield. Nice play by Walker to hold Barkley to a loss of 3. Literally, and it looks like I was dead on about my prediction about the Ravens. Their defense is back all of a sudden. Their offense looks really good again. Easiest fucking prediction I've ever had in my life. Pats in the face. Dude, if we get to face the Chiefs off in Gillette to go to the Super Bowl, that's going to be one hell of a game. I just hope we don't choke. I hope Drake May can handle it. We'll see, though. He seems and they do fucking Barkley trip, dude. 3rd and 14 at the Philly 17. The Eagles go backwards 4 yards on this drive. I think Barkley's hurt. Man, neither team can get it going here. Defense has been swarming. Yeah, I think he's hurt. Like, I genuinely think he's hurt right now. Or he's getting new cleats. Yeah, no, I know, Fernando. I thought he was hurt because of the way he fell. Yeah, I genuinely thought he was hurt for a second there, but I think it's just his cleat gave out. They're going to run it. Just try to keep the clock moving, I suppose. Maybe try to get a shock play. 4th and 7, they'll punt it away. I keep forgetting Green Bay plays on real grass, so it's like there's very low risk of tearing your ACL on that field. Am I right about that, Kenny? You guys got a real grass field, right? You're one of the few teams that, like you, Tampa, I think, plays on real grass. All the Packers players that wear Guardian helmets, I love it. Fernando, don't you wear a Guardian cap? As a quarterback, you're out there wearing that shit? You said you wear 2 or 3 of them. Because you want to have the biggest head on the field. That way, if somebody comes anywhere near you, it's like a free penalty. Yeah, I remember you saying you wear a ton because, like also it creates extra mass, so no one even dares to come near you because you can't touch a quarterback's head. So the larger the Guardian cap, the less likely it is somebody comes in and mashes you. Because again, you don't want to take the roughing the passer penalty. Surprised no one's tried that like 500 logic play where they just come out in like 20 Guardian caps. They're like, what? Their head's like this big. Natural Kentucky bluegrass with SIS synthetic fibers to create a durable year-round playing surface. Oh, it is fake. Okay. It's what a lot of teams do now. That kind of like odd syntho both. By the way, hey, we're up at 9 likes. That's pretty solid. Not bad. Not bad. You haven't dropped any likes yet, consider doing so. Yeah, they developed some really sturdy, finely grass that isn't like the weird honeycomb uh, turf grass that they used to use. The problem with turf for a while, and I don't know why this even passed the check, is like the turf was in these honeycomb shapes, right? And while it looks good and it like has great durability and everything, the problem could you what do you think the problem is with grass that is built like this? Like a honeycomb form. What do you think will happen there pretty easily? Uh, Patriots predictions. So on the one seed, but beat the Chargers in the wild card 23-17, then head to Baltimore, where we probably lose like 2017. I hope not. I hope we beat them. So what happens is your cleat will get stuck in that very, very easily. And when you're running, you suddenly will just get yanked down really fast because your cleat gets caught. That was literally happening to ACLs throughout the NFL for like a decade straight. It was brutal what was happening. And then they kind of they tried to get like, they're trying to figure it out, but it's just like, go back to fucking grass. Just pay the extra money, you cheap bitches. However, it's really hard to do a grass stadium when you want to hold concerts there in the off season. Yeah, why are the Raiders on primetime again? You're crying? I know what that means. I'm just playing. When people write bad papers, I put that on their papers. Anyway, 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5. Is it just Kenny and yeah, I know what it means. I put it on people when they write stupid ass shit on their papers. I write I'm crying. Or like word with a question mark. It's really bad. I just take a big Sharpie out and write LMAO across it. 2nd and 5. And then I put it up on the board and explain how dumb this person is. Well, look at this dude, bro. Look what he writing. He doesn't know how to use commas. What's up, platypus? This guy doesn't even know what a semicolon is. We should fail him. He's using AI. That's how I test people for AI, by the way. If you don't know the proper rule of a M dash or a semicolon, I see it in your writing, I'm immediately going to call you out. Why are you using an M dash? What's the rule for that? And if they know it, I let it go. But 99% of people can't explain to you what a semicolon is used for. 2nd and 7 at the 41. It's to join two dependent clauses into one sentence. Generally, they should be about the same thing. So a really good way to explain it is, say you're trying to describe a person, you can use a lot of semicolons in that. Tucker Craft tore his ACL versus a car. That's what it says. What's up, Kevin? How are you doing? How are you doing, platypus? If I haven't said that yet. Hopefully you're both good. You never learned that? Well, a semicolon is how you can make, it's kind of like a comma, right? However, unlike a comma, you have two parts, like say you have two parts of two phrases, like two phrases you want to like, let's go to the store and buy a car, like something like that, you know what I mean? Like again, two things that comma is for something that kind of you can't have the sentence without the other set part of the sentence, and for a semicolon, that's taking two complete sentences like she likes to go to the beach, she is a celebrity, and then putting a semicolon between them because those two could be joined together because you're describing a person, so they're kind of like on the same idea. You can join them together because of that, and they can also just be two different sentences. Yeah, the semicolon. Saw this on Twitter every week. Yeah, that's the correct use of the semicolon. Yep, good job, Fernando. Yeah, good job. That's a good example. Saw this on Twitter. I don't know. Saw this on Twitter is a little dependent on the other part. I saw this post on Twitter. I saw a post on Twitter, semicolon. That's probably a little bit better. Because of the word this, I feel like it's too dependent on what follows. So I saw this post on Twitter, comma. Again, that's just saying you saw a post on Twitter. That could be by itself. 4th and 7, Packers got to delay a game. Good job by the Eagles to not jump. But yeah, you effectively did use it correctly. Yeah, there you go. You could even throw in a third one, and the Patriots always winning. Oh yeah, throwing a million touchdowns and the Seahawks beating the piss out of us. Yeah, the 4 o'clock games are very funny. It's literally just that. It is just the Rams blowing a team out, and the pun is away. Whoa, what a boring first half so far. 8.5 to go, and the Eagles, it'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20 coming up. They'll go to a commercial break. 8:28 to go here in the second quarter. The score is 0-0. ZZ. That's my favorite British word, is the way they say letters with the letter Z. They go Z. Doesn't that go hard as fuck? That's why they say shit like zebra or zero or zero. I think they can say zero properly, but like zebra, that shit goes hard as fuck, doesn't it? Nice, Platypus. Good job. Anyway, it's commercial break as per usual. Oh yeah, it is Veterans Day tomorrow. Sadly, I'm not a veteran. I don't do the fake valor stuff. Sucks that that's a crime. I don't even know how we have laws against speech in this country. That feels illegal, dog. I swear to God, there's like a whole thing. There's like a whole amendment in the, like, I think it's the very first one, even potentially, that says like the government can't make laws that restrict speech. Feels like there are like 7, 8, 9, 10 different laws that restrict my speech. Again, there's a little bit too much dependence. You could put like he knew he was going to be fired after the game. Again, you can't like be vague. I think that's the problem with what you're doing. You have the right idea, but think about like the second part as a sentence. He knew that was it. It has to be able to stand on its own, and that's a little bit too vague of a sentence, you know. That'd be good with a comma. Or even an M dash might work in that situation. I'm not actually sure the rules of an M dash. I don't use them. I just use semicolons all the time. You know I'm right as soon as I call out the vague language, though, Fernando. You're like, yeah, he's got a pretty good point there. That sentence doesn't work. Yeah, I understand. All I do is write, Fernando. So it's like I just kind of like, and that's the one piece of grammar I'm actually good at, is that. Everything else is like 50-50 if I know the rule to it. You probably know it better than I do. Most of my grammar is based around speech. I just say things out loud if I don't know how to properly write them. And then I take pauses as commas or other things. I do a lot of speech talking because I don't know the actual rules of grammar very well. But I can transcribe the way I write pretty effectively. The way I talk really effectively. Fernando, it's good to be on top. Most people are just upset that we're good again. For being honest. Incomplete. 3rd and 2. God damn, this game is awful. I enjoy this game. I like good defense. I'm pretty sure Fernando. Who's my favorite football player? Do you want someone who's playing currently or somebody who is retired too? Like all time or right now? Hmm. Oh, that was almost picked. It'll be 4th and 2. Oh, all time it's Tom Brady. It's not even close. It's like Tom Brady. And then it's like Ty Law. And it's like Rodney Harrison. And then it's like Randy Moss. You know, it gets pretty far. Like the list, there's long gaps. The silences are gaps between the two. Did you just see their bitch ass kicker try to run into a guy? What an absolute chode. We can end with Brady. Nice. There's a lot of them. Even it's a picture of a movie frame who's pointing at a Photoshop picture of Bray side by side. A simple. Oh yeah, Sanders #1. Yeah, Sanders is good for a lot of people. I like defense a lot more than I like offense though. Surprise, surprise. 50 years since the SS Edmund Fitzgerald. Yeah, I know it's been a while. Famous. Would that sink in the Lake Superior? Should be a C, but whenever I bring this up, no one gives a shit. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Packers at their own 41. It's another commercial break. What a surprise. 7:25 to go in the second. Dun, 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 dun. We're up at 9 likes. That's pretty good. If you haven't dropped one yet, consider doing so. It does help us out. There's some lady drinking a coffee or something. Ugh. Commercials. Jameis Winston, yeah. Funny quarterback. He was quite the interesting character his whole life. I remember when he was at college too. Jameis played college baseball too at Florida State. See, Fernando, Lions fans didn't have a superiority complex about us as a team. They didn't care. Like, why do we care if the Patriots are good? We're not. They don't beat. We don't. Doesn't matter to us. We're not going to the Super Bowl. Plus, they got Tom Brady who went to Michigan. That's the general Lions sentiment around the Patriots. They really love Tom. They love Tom Brady. The fact that he went to Michigan, so the Patriots are like half good to them. By the way, if the Vikings weren't in the division, JJ McCarthy, like whatever team he went to, is like a second kind of fan. Like Lions fans aren't as angry with the Vikings because of the JJ. It's like a weird Kevin. You're not a Michigan fan. Have a good night, Platypus. Thanks for hanging out, Kenny. How complicated are your feelings toward JJ McCarthy now that he's a Viking? I would love to hear it from a Michigan fan. Kevin's like, I don't give a fuck about that guy. Fuck JJ McCarthy. What is it? 2nd and 8. Yeah, it's like you want him to succeed, but you also don't because he plays for Minnesota. Yeah, and like even Michigan fans are like, nah, we don't really hate him as much now. 3rd and 8 coming up, no real gain on the play. Yeah, Jackson Darts, he's in danger, bro. They should probably shut him down in like a couple weeks. John Cena's Intercontinental Championship? Hell yeah. Let's go, Cena. He truly... Oh, man, they should have picked that. Eagles players are giving him a ton of shit for not grabbing that. Good, I would too, man. Dog, I hate when they, like, give him claps on the back for... Like, it's like, dog, if I had a teammate who could have picked something like that off and they dropped it, I'd fine him. Like, if we were in the same locker room, I'd literally be like, all right, we got to issue a fine of $5,000 for that. Why? What the fuck do you mean, why? What do you mean you didn't pick that fucking football off? We'd have been at midfield. Your dad's at the game? Nice. Hell yeah, Kenny. Oh, yeah, because I forget he works in media and stuff like that. And the Eagles have a decent return to about the 25, 26. I was going to say, Kevin, you probably have no use for that guy. Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, you're majoring in sports journalism, right? Or something like that? Yeah, well, a player had like testicular cancer or something like that. PR, that's right, that's right. Personal relations. I mean, it sounds like you're kind of going into a similar field, right? Yeah, and do you want to work in like sports? I'm guessing your goal is to go work for a team in public relations in some capacity, right? Hell yeah. There are a lot of cool things you could probably do with that too. And please don't take this in a weird way, but like you've done work with things like Special Olympics, right, Kenny? Like in when you were growing up and stuff like that. I wonder if you could work for a league or a team and kind of like be a liaison of like, hey, can I like be like part of your press team or your public relations team that manages or like deals with like the Special Olympics or something, you know what I mean? Like something kind of cool like that. Um where it's kind of like, oh, I know this, I'm a part of, I work for the NFL, like because there are like probably tons of jobs like that that we just don't really think about or know about. Because again, they do a lot of work with those kind of organizations and a lot of work with those kind of like groups, and they probably do need people to like work PR for those. And teams too. Like I'm guys like all 32 teams in the NFL probably individually also work with like those kind of things. Keep your options open is all I'm saying. There's a lot of interesting ways you can utilize a degree like that. And your past experience, right? Like things you know. Oh, you got a good pizza? Hell yeah. You put carrots on your pizza, Kevin? Bro, it was Bugs Bunny. That'll be a 7-yard pickup, 2nd down and 3. The best pizza is probably just pepperoni, though, with some cheese. I don't think, literally, I've never had a bad pepperoni and cheese pizza. I've had bad other pizzas. I like supreme pizzas with everything on them. And you can just pick the toppings. I don't really eat bacon, so I don't get that on it. But like everything else, I like on a pizza. And you can just pick whatever you don't like off of it. I don't eat fruits on pizza, so don't, Bleh. Yeah, Gronk signing a 1-day contract with the Patriots on Wednesday and retiring. Yeah, I mean Gronk hasn't retired yet, or like officially. Oh no, it's Lane Johnson that's down. Kevin's like trial care. I mean, it probably isn't bad. Most vegetables taste good on pizza. It's just carrots are a little crunchy. I'd have to probably cook them a little bit. There's offsetting penalties, so on that play, so it'll remain 2nd and 3. Yeah, I don't know, Kenny. This game is all defense so far. Oh shit! Hold on. 1 sec. The funniest graphic of all time. What's the matter, Kenny? You don't like the low-scoring games? I don't even know how you're stressed out, Kenny. You're a Packers fan. This has been your whole season. It's a hilarious picture to pull up on anyone who ever complains about low-scoring football games. Steelers will probably somehow sneak in, dog. They always do. They're a fucking cockroach. They never die. They got to fire Mike Tomlin, though. I think that's over with. I genuinely believe that, by the way. I think that's all done. I think an organization needs to recognize when that's all it's going to be for the rest of time. It's time to move on. And that sucks. I mean, it does. I mean, he's not a bad coach. Someone's going to hire him, and he's going to be really good again. He'll be very solid. The whole thing needs to be refreshed. And the Steelers just got to rip the Band-Aid off, and they're a franchise that doesn't fire coaches. It's like an Achilles heel for that team. Though games like the Broncos is just, what do you mean? With all the 35-30 type games, I honestly don't mind at 13-10. As long as it's not bad offense, because it's bad offense, I don't mind a low-scoring game. This is a very good defensive football game. Yeah, Broncos-Raiders was just a shitty game. It was just a bad football game. Like, people hate to hear this, but the Patriots versus Rams, to me, was a very good Super Bowl. Then again, I'm not just saying that because we won. It'd be the same result if we lost that game. To me, that's one of my favorites because again, I really appreciate when it's really good defense preventing offense from playing football. And that's what that Super Bowl was. Like most fans will not admit that game was good because they refuse to accept that was a good football game because no offense happened. And again, that fucks with football fans' heads. They want to see high score. And again, Saquon Barkley just ran for a big first down, but that's probably holding. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. Yeah, that's the best part of getting pizza. You have food for a day or two. I view that game as one of the better ones because the Patriots shut down a team that was scoring like 35 points a game and had scored 50 like twice that season. 2024, 25-22, so not a crazy offensive game. Well, the last 10 years would include the Patriots Falcons, so I don't think there's a better Super Bowl of all at any point in that game. Completely biased though. First and 25, they're gonna go with the draw or like a handoff RPO. Oh, the 2020s. Oh yeah, well most of them have been blowouts except one. I think that's been the only game that's close. Have a good time at work, Kevin. You do pizza or steak? Hell yeah, Kenny. Living large. Second and 20 coming up. 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. It's so cold out, dude. It's 27 degrees where I live. You can look out the window and see how cold it is. There's snow on the ground. Just chilling. I don't mind high offense either. I do like high offense games. I just like it. But again, it has to stay like consistently high offense between both teams. And it's just like that never happens like that usually. And it gets boring. But when it's like high scoring, I also really like that too. Like it's very exciting to watch a fucking 48-45 game or 38-35. Like that's genuinely an exciting football game. Um but again, I just really also like these kind of games. I'm around the Kalamazoo area. And Hertz is just going to run it. He's going to get stopped, and there's going to be another punt. It's 4th and 7. Rare 40-37 game where they go back and forth, ebb and flow. That what makes it an all-time. But yeah. I hate games where it's like one team just blows another team out and the other team blows it. It's just like, oh, this sucks. Just shitty football from one team for the whole game, effectively. Hell yeah, man, I feel that. Flag on the play. Yeah, that 2021 or 22 classic, or 20. I don't remember when that was. 2018. Like the 54-51 game. I'm talking about the. Yeah, I'm talking about the Rams Chiefs game. Oh, you're describing what the Bills Lions could have been. Okay. They're going to call holding and back the Eagles up 10 yards and make them punt it again. Yeah, Lions shit the bed early in that game, though. They were still figuring themselves out at that point, though, to be fair. Or they had a bunch of weird injuries going on and just kind of couldn't keep up. Plus, they struggle with running quarterbacks last year. That was like their kryptonite. You know the Pistons lose again. They're back to their old ways, I see. 2-minute warning here in Green Bay. First and 10th, Packers third 2 coming up. The Pistons are on NBC because, yeah, they're the best team in basketball. Like a known fact. Yeah, already pretty good. I think NBA is starting to do a little bit better, and I think the NBA wants to try to get like some of their games back on TV a little bit because people are actually kind of trying to watch it. So the first league that actually decides to just like MLB TV is about the closest they got to this, but they don't let you watch it market. The first one who can figure that all out, will make so much money it's not even funny that all you got to do, and every single fan will probably buy it, is charge $10 a month for a service that lets you watch every game for that month, even if you're in market. But there are ads still. And you want to know how you get rid of the ads? You pay more. Otherwise, you get commercials just like everybody else. Do you know what percentage of fans would buy that? You want to guess like high 80s probably? They're like, it's just $10. No strings attached? Yeah, just $10. I bet it's just simple, easy money. Guessing baseball would be the first one to do that. I think the MLB is actually trying to actively buy up all the TV rights so they could just put it on MLB TV and be like, all right, hell yeah, now we can just make unlimited fucking money from our fans. Charge $10 a month for MLB TV or 20. Like fans will pay $20 a month for a service like that, dog. If you put like limited ads on that shit. Tell me I'm wrong. Would you guys pay $10 a month for a really cool NFL thing that lets you watch any game you want, even in your local market? And that'll be a pickup of about 5, second and 5. NFL thankfully can get every game on network TV since the limited amounts. Yeah, fair. The MLB does a good job with getting their games. They get like 150 broadcasts for most baseball teams. It's pretty solid. But again, if you could just put it online, it's so much easier. And so many fans would buy it. And the Packers will get in field goal range, apparently. It's 1st and 10 at the Philly 41. Nice run by Love. Gotta watch out for Jor Fraud hate. Looks like a field goal might happen. Packers have all 3 timeouts to work with too, so they can work the middle of the field if they want. And they're kind of doing that. Tackled in bounds. It'll be like 2nd and about 2, maybe 3. Hell yeah. Deep frying turkeys is cool because you just dip that bitch in there and I think it's done pretty quick. You just got to make sure you don't do it all bad or else everything catches on fire. You guys doing it in like in your one room in your house that has all like the fancy linen furniture and all like the fur? The Packers. Classic game. Also just got to be completely de-thawed and dried out basically. Or not really dried out, you know what I mean? Just thawed out all the way. That's what creates those crazy ass explosions, I'm pretty sure, is when there's just chunks of ice and it's still like partially frozen. Then it de-thaws and just poof. And kind of ignites, I think, because, you know, oil, hot, bird, water introduced. Never a good thing. Think it instantly fucking, I think it instantly, what's the word? It super boils and just into a craze. Yeah, but if you know what you're doing, it's like genuinely the best way to get turkey. You know what I mean? If you've never had deep fried turkey, it's pretty good. I came up with the concept when I was a boy, when I was like 3 or 4 years old. I was like, why don't we deep fry it? And then we did that, and then when someone I know went on to spread my secret recipe. Never told a lie. My people call me Rob George Washington, big guy. 2nd and 5, or 2nd and like 1, I guess. I don't know why it was 2nd and 5 in my head. That'll be a completion. He gets out of bounds. House are still unburned. Yeah, basically. Well, I envision making turkey being like a week-long process. But when I was in charge of turkey last year, I was surprised with how. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not super hard. I cook turkey in the stove. It only takes like 3 or 4 hours, so it's not that bad. But I cook a small turkey. I'm just chilling. My turkey's juicy as hell, boy. You'd be like, damn, that's the juicy turkey. I'd be like, yeah. And the Eagles will take their second time out with 31 seconds. Or the Packers will. That's why Green Bay took a timeout. Player got a little banged up. Last year's turkey. Nice, man. It was good. Good to have confidence, I was gonna say, and if you're not going to see your family and stuff, it's like I'm going to the bar. I'll be watching the Lions game. Uh, what are the 3 games? Oh, it kind of rotates on what everyone's job is. That's fun. It's like a good tradition to have. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, and the ball's out. Damn, dog, the Eagles. There's no way, dude. There's no way that's an actual fumble. The Packers just fumbled it and the Eagles got the ball. Hell yeah, Matt. Oh, shit. Hell yeah, Matt. Hmm. No, they're not going to let that pass. There's no way they're going to let that become a pass. What are the odds are that they take that away and make it a fumble, an incomplete pass? N'Kobe Dean knocks it loose. I mean, all scoring play, all turnovers and scores are auto reviewed. So these Cowboys is a big 4 games. Bengals Ravens. Ugh. That kind of sucks. Don't know why. Chiefs Cowboys sounds kind of good. Hurts is going to roll out here on 1st and 10 and to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 4. Maybe 5. Depends on the spot. True or false, Jalen Hurts is the next Tom Brady. Cheating Chiefs? I don't think they're cheaters. They get a lot of calls, though, that's for sure. Dog, nobody's open at all. Oh, that was he was wide open and dropped it. That's actually getting kind of annoying. You just got that ball. Green Bay took a timeout with 4 seconds left. Why? I don't think that's the fault of the Chiefs specifically, though. No, I think there's a unique thing where refs are told to kind of swallow their refs or the whistles during prime times, and the league hates the Detroit Lions. That's all it is, Matt. By the way, that's more actually what it is than anything else. The NFL actively hates your football team, and they're told to hardwire your team for penalties. To be fair, you guys commit a lot of penalties. You're kind of open and kind of brazen about it. I respect that about your team, but you know. And yeah, the league probably doesn't like penalizing the Chiefs, but I don't think that's the fault of the Chiefs. You know what I mean? I don't know why they're getting like I think it's literally just because they have Mahomes and he makes them a lot of money. But I don't. You know what I mean? It's like a weird thing where it's like I don't know if the Chiefs are the bad guys in a situation like that or if like the officials would be. And like the league itself, where I would be more upset with the league itself than the teams. Like for example, the NFL probably actively hates or dislikes the Hunt family. They're like bad NFL team owners. Like there's a reason why the Chiefs like don't really sign guys to second contracts. No one really ends up ever coming to play for Kansas City for very long. They all tend to leave. It's because playing for them sucks a bag of dicks. um, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, people who think the league is rigged, once you start explaining that if the NFL is rigged, they're the worst people. Like it makes no sense to be rigged. It's like, well, who's writing the script then? Because they're on drugs, like some very hard drugs. Um, it's mainly like the Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning stuff that don't make sense. The Packers specifically. Like, why do they have 2 Super Bowl wins in 30 years with Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers? 2 of the most beloved, popular quarterbacks ever. It's just like, oh yeah, that's a pretty. When you bring that up, people go, yeah, that's a pretty good point. It's like they rigged it for a 6th round draft pick out of Michigan. Why? Well, what's the grand reasoning for doing that against Peyton Manning and then Aaron Rodgers? Like, why would they rig it against like those guys? Or on a team like the Patriots, who have 0 NFL clout except being a team that gets blown out in Super Bowls, versus a team like, let's see, why would they just pick the Patriots? Why wouldn't it just be Big Ben on the Steelers, on a historically great franchise? A big old guy, very likable. They could have rigged it around him even. Peyton Manning, the sheriff since high school, right? I don't know. Whenever people say the leagues are rigged, it's like, well, why does it play out the way that it plays out? I don't think it would. I feel like we'd have different outcomes. I don't think Tom Brady would have ever won a Super Bowl. Pistons tied it up at halftime. Nice. That's good. Because again, Tom Brady, you know how you can tell is because Brady was never like the NFL media's face of the league. That shit went from like Peyton Manning to Tom Brady for like 2007, 2008, then to Aaron Rodgers, Then Tom Brady again for like a year when he, when he beat the Falcons and had the fuck you tour. And now it's been um, Mahomes ever since like 2018. That's how the league operates. It's like Brady's, despite running a 20-year dynasty, Brady's probably been like positively portrayed in NFL media for like 4 of those years. As like the face of the NFL. Dude won back-to-back Super Bowls, and they're like, Peyton Manning's better. Just like, what? Well, he has better stats. It's like, whatever, dude. What a weird argument to make. This is gonna be the quickest highlights ever. Steelers, Chargers. Here's the 2 touchdowns, and that was that. 25-10. That was an easy call. Chargers are 7-3. Don't look now. They're 7-3. Chargers feel like a team that like stumbled into being 7-3 somehow. It's like they're like the Bears. It's like, damn, the Bears are 6-3 right now. Where you're like kind of consciously aware of it, but you're like, that doesn't seem right. Like if the Packers lose this game, they're in like a weird 3-way tie for first place in the division. Hey, John, Jim's a winner. Or yeah, Jim. He shows up and he just wins games. It's a very odd phenomenon. Chargers got 5-5 or 6-4 energy. I mean, Vrabel, Dan Campbell. Oh, throw the ball. Okay, I was gonna say, maybe Robert Saleh, but he sucked at football. I think I don't know how far he made it. I think Dan's bigger than Hulk Hogan. How tall is Hulk? I know Dan's like 6'6". I think Hulk Hogan's only 5'5" based on the way he looks on TV. Like I heard reports that Hulk Hogan's 4.5 foot tall, but they just shoot at weird angles. And I'm gonna make a mini Caleb Williams soon. I just saw a really good opportunity to make a mini Caleb Williams. And a mini, good. That flip by JMO is a good mini JMO. Dan's being so let me tell you. Yeah, I know. He might be Hulk Hogan. Yeah, those 2 games finishing in the same time slot with the same score is even crazier. Boy, I feel bad for what we're about to do to the New York Jets this week. They don't got Garrett Wilson, Fernando. They're genuinely fucked. I don't know what they're gonna do. They better hope they can score like 4 or 5 touchdowns on special teams alone tomorrow or on Thursday. They're in trouble, bro. Yeah, I was gonna say it's got to be at least 11, dog. We're gonna slaughter that team. They ain't gonna have no offense. If they didn't beat us last year, I'd actually feel kind of bad about what I believe we're about to do to the Jets this week. Fucking 35-7 type game. 33-9. Everyone's just like, well, this was a fucking disaster. That's probably what the score will actually be, is like 33-9. It's just like, damn, dog. That was a beatdown. That dude Justin Fields can't kick yards against like a bad defense. What the hell is he gonna do against us? Like, genuinely, I don't know what they're gonna do. Sorry about that, Longs. Yeah, that's generally how it plays out, right? Now you're gonna be at work and it's gonna turn into a shootout. Hey, I'm gonna go. I gotta use the bathroom and I'm gonna go rip a smoke real fast. For the second half, I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna get something to drink really quick. My throat's really dry. Looks like they're about to kick it off. So, oh. Toledo's in Ohio. plays out. Sorry, I'm going back. Watching some. That's good news, at least. Really. You can look at the absolute bottom. Yeah, I was gonna say, right underneath us. What is the downage right now? There's like a thing in front of this. It'll be 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard run. Toledo, Louisiana. There probably is a Toledo, Louisiana. Wonder if we'll see some offense here. Toledo was almost a part of Michigan, but we lost the war for it. But we gained the UP as part of a treaty that we signed. We win in the long run. Called losing a battle, but winning the war. It was a Pyrrhic victory because they only gained Toledo in Ohio, and we gained all of the United Upper Peninsula. Tell me, what would you rather have? Oh, flat ass Toledo. No, I'm just fucking around. Toledo's a nice place, though. Nice. It looks visibly nice, anyway. Eagles take a shot, and they get a completion into Packers territory. 1st and 10 at the 37. I had my McDonald's. I had a spicy chicken Sam. Pretty good. Man, bro was wide open. You grew up in Michigan? Hell yeah. It's a good place. Eagles are going to take another shot. Little bit of an overthrow by Hurts. You dial that down a little bit, you have a play in the red zone coming. But 1st and 10, or 2nd and 20, or 2nd and 10 at the 37. Go Pack, go Seth. Boo Pack, boo. That was like the worst offense of the game so far. It was like that pass. It was just like, what the fuck was that? No, Love's had a couple weird ones too. Oh. Well, it looks like the government ended the shutdown. That's what my roommate was telling me, and I just seen a news post about it. Looks like they got to go back to work, huh? Right, Fernando? You get it? Because the shutdown's over, so now the government's got to go back to work and then end work in like 2 days. Bro just doesn't get jokes. 1st and 10 at the 34, or 3rd and 4 at the 31. Oh, they wouldn't play action. They throw it. Complete to the 23. Now it's 1st and 10. Might be the 24. I don't see exactly. I didn't see where exactly he went out at. Might even be the 26. I don't see things very well around this part of the field. Yeah, that's a 23. Turnover. 0-0 tie. Is anyone else down for a 0-0 tie? But I think the Eagles look like they're about to score unless they fumble again. They looked like this once before, but the Eagles, the ball got popped out on Hurts once they got closer. Hurts drops back. Looking, he's just going to tuck it and run. And he runs out of bounds. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4 to the 17. Ooh, we're in the red zone now. Knocking on the door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Any of you guys ever heard that song before? I'm the singer of that song. I made it up. Second and 4. And that's a big loss on Barkley on the play. Jesus Christ. Oh, that wasn't Barkley. That was Bigsby. I think Barkley got hurt. I haven't seen him in a while. Guns N' Roses. Yeah, those are cool things. I don't know what Guns N' Roses are, though. I don't think that's a music rock band that has a similar song. You know what infomercials I miss on TV? Like starting at like 8 o'clock on like every TV channel that had infomercials that would play. They would always put out like these soft rock compilations that would just hilariously exist. It's a delay of game, by the way. 3rd and 12. Yeah, but it would be like buy this CD, and it'd be like Poison. Every rose has its thorn, and then it'd be like, how about Creed? It'd just be the most retarded shit in the world. Anyway, it's 3rd and 7, or 3rd and 12 anyway. Eagles once again shooting themselves in the foot as we get closer to the end zone. Ball's at the 25. Very, very funny commercials. I think I said the Eagles keep shooting themselves in the foot. I think you might have misheard me. And when I say, like, are we going to get some points? That means, like, we as the audience. Well, it's Jake Elliott. He's probably hitting this. All right, it's 3-0. Look at that. We got some points. Oh, my God. Can you imagine all the people in fantasy depending on these players in this game to win them a game? And all they've gotten so far is this. It's just like, God damn it. That one dude who took the over, who confident in the over this week, he's like, yeah, dude, I put like 20 grand on the over. What? You do what? Yeah, I know, Matt. I was fucking around earlier. I know. The part of the joke was that I was fucking around. 3-0. Yeah, the Phillies are up on the Brewers 3-0 in the here today. Yeah, you're good, man. No, it's fine. I don't do sarcasm. Like, I'm very good at like lying to people for whatever reason about stuff like that. You have no way of knowing. And I'm a very skilled bullshitter. I just kind of figured out how to lie very well and go like, well, it's called sarcasm. Like, don't you have to use sarcastic tone? I actually don't believe it in sarcasm. 1956. Hell yeah, Fernando. It's weird that you say yeah, it's a word of the wise is never believe anything I say I think that's a healthy way to communicate with me on most of the things I randomly bring up. But if I ever say I'm not lying and I don't lie, I'm being very honest about those kinds of things. Here's a return by the Packers. They get it to the 27. 1st and 10 coming up. Coles designing success. NBA is a weird game where I don't know if it matters until the 4th quarter as long as it's like within 20 points. And that'll be completed. We'll see what the flag is, though. Oh, it's in overtime? Damn, that game went by pretty quick. Sounds like the Pistons are winning. I don't wait, what low score? Silverstone, because I don't like marinas. That'll be a big completion, though. It'll be out to the 47. I don't like water levels. Play action. No, they hand it off. Gain of about 4. Yeah, I don't care for marinas. Why did they name it marina? That doesn't make any sense. It's fucking fake news. Fake and gay. Sorry, Fernando. Your game sucks. It's misleading. I should probably sue you for that. You'll find out in a few days if you get served. 3rd and 3 coming up. About 3-yard little punch forward for Jacobs. Haven't really seen him much tonight, it feels like. Yeah, Fernando, you're going to jail, brother. I just got off the phone with my lawyer. I know you didn't see it because I paused everything, but you're fucked, bud. Get ready to learn maximum security at a federal penitentiary. Probably Colorado Supermax. Why would I call ICE? I think Fernando's just black. Better call Saul Smiler. No, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I don't think he. Yeah, I think you got the wrong. Yeah, it's all good. There's no way to possibly know. Yeah, out of context, it's hilarious. Pistons win. I figured they would. That's a loss of 4 on the play. It's 2nd and 14 at the 46. Man, dude, these defenses are just monstrous tonight. So that ref almost got knocked the fuck out. Whoa, did you guys see that? That ref was right there on that one. I don't even think that guy would have gotten in trouble if he killed that guy. Yeah, I was gonna say that was very funny, right? I wasn't the only, I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that. That's a gain of like 5 there. 3rd and 9 at the 41. God, Romeo Dobbs looks ridiculous with that thing out. Why is his head so big? Dog, it's like noticeable. Like, I hate that it's a noticeable thing because they'll never catch on. But like when they panned away there, you could see how much bigger that boy's head was. That shit is hilarious, dude. Like, I could see which one is Dobbs just by looking at the screen. It's like, you're at the bottom of the screen, are you, Romeo? Takes a shot, and he dropped it. I think everyone here knows who the Great Gazoo is. Little green guy from the Flintstones, Jetsons, or whatever the fuck show it was. What's up, Spider? I always have trouble with those two shows because they're basically the same show. That's what my kid brain thought. What's up, Spider? 4th and 9. Packers looking like they're going to go for it here at the Philly 41. Might as well. Fuck it. Their defense has been good today. Love drops back. Looking, throws, and it is dropped again. Forced out of the hands of the receiver. Yeah, a season-saving win. I mean, if you guys would have lost, your season probably was over. Effectively, anyway. Not like officially, and there's still a shot, but like, what would that have been, number 5 or 6? Well, Eagles take over at the 41. 1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 41-yard line. Yeah, they probably should just kick that shit. I mean, not every team's got Drake May who would have got the first down there personally, but I mean, Jordan Love ain't bad. Shit. Yeah, see, like 4 and 5 facing Tennessee is like a good shot to just be 5 and 5 now. It's just like, oh, that's fair. And suddenly you're kind of in the mix for the playoffs if your team's kind of figuring themselves out finally. We'll see though. I mean, you guys haven't really been consistent on offense yet this year, but 2 games like in a row. Yeah. Plus, like, when's Stroud coming back? I know that Neck from Heck is unleashing chaos on the league now, but if the Jaguars didn't implode, you know what I mean? I always worry about games like that. I don't know how to tell if, like, the team's good or did the other team implode. It's like the Vikings versus the Lions, right? Like, the Lions should have beat the Vikings in several times in that football game. But like Vikings fans are like, no, we came in there and beat their ass. It's like, no, you won the game because the other team would get down into your 30-yard line down by like 4 points like 5 times in that game, and then somehow shit on themselves didn't just lose the football every single time in that game. Bad play calling, going for it. If they'd have just kicked like 3 more field goals, they'd probably win that game. But like the Vikings didn't necessarily beat the Lions. The Lions, like for like the second time this year, kind of just beat themselves like idiots. They have a real weird tendency to like just play weird football and just collapse sort of in on themselves. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you guys will beat the Titans. They're pretty bad. Good luck on your race, Fernando. Ugh. 4:42 to go here in the 3rd. Sirianni's so fired up about the defense. Yeah, Silverstone's a good race, dude. They made Silverstone tires. Watch the Eagles throw a pick or something. And Packers 6 them. Hurts looking. Dumps it out and gets a yard. and he gets swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be like 3rd and 15. Barkley just, what the hell happened? Is it? He just ain't the guy this year, eh? No one's ever going to pay a running back again after this. Now they're like, well, we made the mistake of paying Saquon, and now we're fucked. Third and 15. And they're going to just dump it out here to Shipley. And he'll get some good yards, but it'll be 4th and 9 at the Philly 42. They'll have to punt it away. It's so disorienting since the track is in Britain. It's always cloudy. Seeing it sunny is weird. Oh, that is weird. Like, I don't know who wins in the Lions-Eagles quite yet. The thing is, like, I feel like the Eagles don't, like, they have a good defense, and I don't know. But, like, they tend to do well against, like, the things the Packers, that they just smoked the fucking kicker. I don't know, are they going to flag that? No? Like, the thing, like, the Packers kind of have a short scramble offense. Like, they do a lot of, like, short plays. And the Eagles are, like, specifically designed to beat those specific kind of plays. Like, the defense of the Eagles is. So I'm just kind of, like, wondering, for a team like the Lions, who are kind of spread it out and get it downfield, I wonder if that, like, creates a perplexity for the Eagles, right? Because I mean, the Packers are getting the ball, they're getting the ball into the hands of receivers downfield pretty consistently. The Packers literally just keep dropping everything. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning to Detroit right now watching this game, but I guess we'll see. But see, I also worry about the Lions defending this offense that they're about to go against. They're going to probably be fine against the run. But I worry about, like, how they're going to look against this passing attack. A much better Eagles team almost lost to a much worse Lions team a couple years ago, right? Like, I'd say the Lions are better than they were a couple years ago, and they almost beat that Eagles team that went on to win the Super Bowl. And I don't know, the Eagles aren't as good as they were back then, like right now. So I don't know. It's like a weird complexity in that. But I don't know if that. I mean, but the teams are also very similar still, so there is something to that comparison. What up, Nathan? Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're all the way back. Here comes a run here from the Packers, and they're going to get a first down. I think it is. We do a lot of trading, Fernando. We're always fucking around. We have the What, the most in the NFL? We couldn't draft worth the fuck for a while there, Fernando. We sucked at it. We were making lots of trades. 1st and 10. Love throws. That'll be all the way to the Eagles 50 or 49. Fernando, you're just gonna have to accept it as true, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not lying to you. You gotta calm down and just, chill out, bro. Just chill, bro. I don't know what you're getting all excited for. Bro losing his mind over a game. It's your will to me. About a 2-yard pickup here for the Eagles. 2nd and 8 at the Philly 47. Crazy that Jalen Phillips got traded over to the Eagles. Yeah, I don't know how people are still trading shit over to Philadelphia. She's like, really? They're London 3rd. Eagles still lead 3-0. You're good, Matt. We go rip a bogey a couple times. Yeah, I know. It's going to be like a high scoring finish somehow in the 4th quarter. It'll be like 38-35. And we're going to be like, what the fuck happened? I'll be right back. Yeah, probably not. But what just happened? Another over. Good. 1st and 10. Ball at the Philly 40. Packers driving. Ooh. Play, they're going to run it. Gain of 4. Yeah, this is a pretty odd score. Especially for what this game probably could have been. That's a pretty gnarly cut. Second and 6. Play action. Love takes a shot. The flag on the play. Caught at about the 13. As long as that stands, that'll be 1st and 10 at the 13. But there could be a flag on the play. Illegal formation. Back it up 5. Second and 11 at the 40. Game is stuck in reverse once we cross midfield. Oh, yep. One too many guys on the line of scrimmage. That guy was on my team, I'd cut him, personally. I'd walk out right on the field and be like, you're cut, bro. Get off the field. Like, yeah, I just cut you, bro. You're out. You're gone. And that'll be incomplete. 3rd and 11. No flags. I don't see any. Yep, 3rd and 11. Incomplete. Ball's at the 40. Good defense there by 2-7. Hey, that's a good play by number 2-7 right there. Good athlete. He's stopping an evil team from doing an evil thing, which is winning. If God came to you and said, how would you stop evil? You do what the Eagles are doing tonight. 3rd and 11. All right. 3rd and 11. Love. Rolling. What? And he just throws it away. 4th and 11 at the 40. We'll see what the Packers do. Oh, he missed a wide open Dobbs. Look at this shit. Damn, dude. He had nobody over there either. I think it's too windy to kick from right there or punt it or try field goal. They down that shit at like the 1 yard line. Or is that a safety? That shit might be a safety. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, folks. We may have a 3-2 game. I was going to say, that looked like he tackled his ass in the end zone. If anything, he's at the inch mark. They really going to down that shit at the fucking inch mark? They're calling it a touchback? No shot. Wow. His foot looked like it was off the goal line. Look at his foot's in the air, bro. Before he makes, if I'm the Eagle, if I'm the fucking Packers, I challenge that shit. His foot looked like it was up in the air when he touched it. Like he was midair. So it's like, how are you establishing where he's at on the field? I swear that should not be a touchback. Oh, Matt, yeah. I mean, the odds, if you had 3-2 in the fourth quarter, like the early fourth, that should be a safety, dog. That's a tremendously bad call. Unless I just misunderstand that. No, you can see the replay. Like, you can just watch the play. His foot's in the air when he touches the ball. Like, before he makes contact with it, he's like, his foot is in the air. I don't know if that, like, doesn't matter. But I really do think that I hope the Packers did challenge that. But then again, I just kind of don't know the punt rules with the way that it works. I don't know if it's like because the foot never reestablished possession. It's like that's where it was last down. That's kind of where you're at, you know. And like if that's the case, then it's like, well, that sucks. But I guess. Looks like my theory is completely wrong. It's 1st and 10 at the 20. Again, I might not know the rule. You know what I mean? 4-yard pickup for Barkley. 2nd and 6 coming up. Nice long, like 7 or 8 minute drive. That could really win them the game here if they score a touchdown. All right. What do we got? 3rd and 7? Oh. There's more riveting offense in this game. 11:35 to go here in the quarter. Did the third quarter just blow by or something? It's only like 10:30 right now. This game could end at a reasonable time. And that'll be a first down. A little extra. Nice completion. Wow, by Barkley. His first like big play of the game. Takes a 3rd and 7 all the way into Packers territory. To the Green Bay 36. We just flipped the field. Nice job by Barkley. Hey, maybe we'll see more points. Hurts, looks, throws, lobs it up. Gotzig man. That's caught. Touchdown Eagles. Devonta Smith with the nice reception. Touchdown. 9-0. Damn, that was a nice play. Could be 10-0. Or I could be 10-4 on my picks this week. Definitely needed that shit. What's your picks looking like right now, Fernando? I forgot to make a comment on yours. I'll be getting to them. Probably tomorrow I'll just leave a general like, hey, sorry I missed your comment. I know I'm 10-4 if the Eagles end up winning. Finally a good week. All right, 10-0. Eagles up. 10:35 to play here in the fourth quarter. Let's see what the Packers do on their upcoming drive. Kind of waiting for the game to come back on. It's easy to admit I'm starting to lose steam, though. But I'm going to play this whole game through. Kyle Menangi revealed his favorite meme is Big Chungus. Anyway. 10-7 game shit. Yeah, pretty much. I know, right? It's like, damn, I thought I skipped a bad game this week by not doing Thursday night. You have a great night, Matt. Yeah, you have a good night, man. Have fun at work. Take her easy. Damn, he just blew by the defense. A little bit better of a throw by Hurts, and that's just an easy touchdown. Yeah, we'll be live. May not be tomorrow or Wednesday, but I'll be live 100% Thursday. A little bit busy the next couple days. How are we even doing on likes? Do we get 10? No, we have 13. That's not too terrible for the attendance we've had tonight. First and 10 to 25 coming up. Dun, dun, I'm gonna hand it off, and that'll be a gain of a couple. We haven't had a. Yeah, nothing really funny yet. There have been some good graphics from returning from games, though. 2nd and 7. 10 minutes to go here in the game. First down. To the Green Bay 38 goes Melton. We all know Melton. You know, he's a good guy, Melton. See some ice cream, you Melton's it. You vibe me? Yeah, no, we're about game 6. 2nd and 4. Fucking tired, dude. I got long arms. Boy, look how long that shit is, dude. I can basically touch that right there. I just don't feel like it. 3rd and 2. Ball at the 46. Coming up. Yeah, love to take some dangerous shots. They just changed the play. I think they're about to run it. And they do, up the middle. To the Philly 46. Nice run by Jacobs. 1st and 10. 8 minutes, 25 seconds remains in the game. Do do do. Do 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 do. All right. 2nd and 8. Nah, Packers should just keep it going nice and slow. 2nd and 8. Love takes a decent shot, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 8. Throw wasn't quite right. 7:34 to play here in regulation or in the 4th quarter or in the game. 7:34. 10-0. Eagles lead. Packers have it. 3rd and 8. Need these next couple plays. Hopefully they get picked. Say yeah if you want to pick 6. Yeah. That'll be caught. First down to the Philly 34. Sleepy, yeah, man. Shit. 7:15 to go here in the game. 1st and 10. Oh. Well, he got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. That was an ugly play. Surprised that didn't go much worse for them. Brandon Graham. I forgot he's back with them. 2nd and 10 with the Eagles. I think they're going to give the Packers the ball at like the 2-yard line. That's PI, yeah. He kind of fell down and they're calling it PI all the way to the 13. Oof. This game has been annoying, Kenny. Yeah, I'd imagine if you're a Packers fan, this has been a frustrating football game. 6:26 to play, 10-0 Eagles lead, but Packers have it in the red zone, I think, for the first time this evening. 1st and 10 at the 13 for Green Bay. Gain of 7 by Jacobs on a dump off pass. It's 2nd and 3. Ball to the 6. 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. We're at 5:59 to go here in the fourth quarter. Packers trying to or at least put this within a field goal. Oh, I think he's in. That's probably a touchdown. It'll be 10-6. 10-7 pending the extra point. That'll be a touchdown run for Josh Jacobs. So Packers will pull within 4, maybe 3. Yeah, your offense has been pretty bad, Kenny. I'll agree. It's like non-existent. I don't know what's up. It was the same shit against the Panthers, wasn't it? The drive took up 4 minutes. That was a long drive. Only 5:49 remains here in the game. What? Fernando, hit him with a huh. What is bro saying? Kenny out here on some sus ass shit. Sussy Baka. 5:49 to go here in the fourth. They're on a commercial break. You know what commercial will never be like? I think the last great commercial was the BK commercial. You guys, I don't even gotta like say what commercial it is because you know exactly what one I'm talking about. Was it like I don't listen with stuff with sound, so it was like Flame Boy Whopper, Whopper, Whopper. That was a banger ass commercial. That shit elicited very angry responses in people. That makes it very funny to me. Like, just fucking mute it then, dog. Yeah, 3-2 would have been pretty cool. A baseball ass game. Yeah, me either. What will you never forget? Just so I can see if you remember. It's a long commercial break. Packers need to get in Brian Dable. He's probably going to get a head coaching job, I'd have to imagine. Oh, the Whopper, Flame Bro Whopper. Yeah, during the DeMar Hamlin situation. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy commercial. That was a pretty wild hour of a stream. That was one of my most populated actual NFL game stream. It was like, didn't that shit get up to like 400 people? Like, it was a busy stream. I just remember it being a lot of people there. It was a very populated stream. I think that was in. Yeah, yeah, it was not good. All I remember is just going, oh no. Because he just collapsed. It was like after a play, he just kind of. Woohoo, Packers broke that shit up. It'll be 3rd and 12 at the Philly 26. The Eagles can't get any offense going either. Though both teams have scored to open up the fourth, so. Third and 12. Big play coming up. And he actually caught it up the sideline. Yeah, it got real once you saw like how long they went to like what happened was he fell over, they go to commercial break. They come back, they're still around him. They go away again. They come back and then like it's like an ambulance on the field, a bunch of crazy shit's happening and you're like, "Oh my god, what is happening?" And they made a bold decision to just stay there for a while. If I remember right, the announcers were talking about it the best that they could. I think they did a good job with it. Mm. And then they played that game at a later date. Didn't they? Or did they just decide not to play that one? I literally cannot remember if that game actually got played later on or not. I know they canceled it. I don't know, man. That's pretty wild. A lot of these people really love the game of football, Fernando. Watching someone die playing almost die playing a game that these guys love. Yeah, I know that. They didn't play that night. I just don't know if they picked the game up at a later date. Just because of the way that season was, I just do not remember oh, that kick return? Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Eagles took a timeout with 3:21 remaining. 3rd and 2 coming up for the goals. Yeah. Yeah, that might be true. The second one though, they legitimately returned. The two they have two kick returns that game too. God, that shit was legendary. Of course it had to be against us. Boo tush push. Your team does it too, jackass. This is a big first down. Oh, big third down. If they get it, it's a big. Oh, and they run it with the fullback and they get the first. That might cook this game for the Packers. They're probably gonna have to start ripping their timeouts here. Actually, no, they can't. It's too. That's rough. Yeah, I'm sure we also, I think part of it was because DeMar was a special teamer, right? Eagles obviously in killing clock mode. This will go down to the 2-minute warning unless the Eagles decide to, or the Packers can take a timeout. And they do. So it'll be 2:34 to go here in the fourth quarter. Packers take their first timeout. Oh yeah, DeMar was a little shithead, dude. And again, it has nothing. He didn't deserve anything that happened to him at all. But he was a gnarly little guy before that happened. He had a real bad attitude, and like his him being like kind of undersized, I think made him play a certain type of way. Again, kind of limited talent, limited size. He played it really hard, but he also fucking headhunted. I think he was suspended in his rookie year for a game for headhunting, if I remember that correctly, or he got thrown out of a game. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab some soda. It's a timeout commercial. They went to a commercial break right before the 2-minute warning for some reason. Isn't that crazy? You have a good night. All right, one play, then the 2-minute. Well, Packers will probably take a slew of timeouts. Yeah, some people are a little brain dead on like the sports like fandom and back and forth and like shit talking. It's like what the time and place, bro. Time and place. No. It's like had he gotten like a concussion, that was a whole different thing. And then even then, he doesn't deserve it. It's just ironic. 3rd and 8. Oh, incomplete. Wow. It'll be 4th and 8 at the Green Bay 43. Most likely the Eagles will have to punt this away. Give the Packers a shot with about the 2-minute warning and 2 timeouts. Or are they going to go for it? I think Hurts was looking for a flag. Didn't get one. No, they're going to go for it on 4th and 8. Just put the trust on their defense to hold at the Green Bay 43. Or they're just trying to get them to jump. Maybe get some more. I'm not sure what they're doing. I mean, they're right out of their field goal range. I don't know why they just... Oh, they delay gamed it. Well, they'll punt it away now. 4th and 13 at the Green Bay 48. Just right around the 50. Probably did that for field position. You need their direction. Yeah, no, that's what they did. But maybe if the Packers would have jumped, they might have played it a little different. Hey, there's a shot, Kenny. That was a really good punt. 1st and 10 at the 10. Packers got to go 90 yards in 2 minutes, 18 seconds. Pretty crazy. And that's incomplete. Who just called the Packers offense inept? Well, they've been kind of inept tonight, to be fair. That is a little crazy to say, though. 2nd and 10, 2:15. Love just kind of fires it across the middle. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10 at the Green Bay 10. Not the most inspired drive so far. Love looking, throws. Oh, never mind. Wrong play. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's a fair assessment. Love looking, throws. Hits a guy across the middle. He's up. He's got a 1st down to the 35. That'll be the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning here in Green Bay. Green Bay has 2 timeouts to work with. They're down by 3. Well, I wasn't really looking. I thought the game was still going. I thought they'd be a little bit more pressing. Ugh. Pretty much, yeah. Just go for the kick and tie it. Pretty straightforward way to go. Ugh. Probably. I really hope there isn't overtime, though. I don't want to watch that fucking. This is not a game I want to watch go to overtime. As much as I don't mind the no offense in a game, I don't much care for either one of these teams, so I don't really care to watch them play in overtime. I just bumped my mic. You're 13-10? Yeah, I mean, all they got to do is hit a TD as time expires. Or even the Eagles win 13-10. Let's go wipe that. There we go. Damn, yeah, I did fuck my mic. There we go. Yeah, he was supposed to be. 2nd and 10, incomplete. But sometimes that's just how she goes. A minute 56 to play. Ball's at the Green Bay 35. 2nd down and 10. Eagles up 10-7. Packers have the ball, though, at their own 35. 2nd and 10. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. We may even hit 15 whole likes. I doubt it because we have 12, but you never know. Man in motion for the Packers. 2nd and 10. Love drops back. Uh-oh, it's lagging. Never mind, we're good now. He takes a shot. Woohoo, that could have been picked. It should have been. That was not a pretty throw. 3rd and 10. Oh, on that last pass? Yeah, I don't either. Threw it into kind of like a weird double coverage right there. Like he didn't see the up top. Oh. 3rd and 10. Throw. And he'll be stopped. It's 4th and 1. Ooh, that's a big play coming up. Oh, shit. 4th and 1. Minute 30 to go. There's flag on the play. It's stopped. So if this is on the Packers, the game's probably over. But it's in Green Bay. Oh, false start on the offense. And it's the Eagles' ball. Oh my God. Did they say illegal formation? Oh, it was illegal formation. They declined it. It was fumbled. Eagles recover it. 1:30 to go. Damn. Why are they going to a commercial, dog? It's in the game. Yeah, I mean theoretically, yeah, they have 2 timeouts. This is pathetic, dog. I'm probably gonna end pretty quick here tonight. Just as a heads up. Pretty much once this game's final, I'm gonna wrap up. Nice, Kevin. Eagles just got the ball back. It looks like they're gonna win 10-7. Never know though. If the Eagles go ahead and win this, I'm 10-4 on my picks this week. Sheesh. Pretty good. I got Yeah, it looks like the Packers may lose this game, so kind of creates a 3-way tie for first place in the NFC North, effectively. 3-6-3 teams. Packers, Lions, Bears, I think in that order. Yeah, and Eagles will become the number 1 seed by the looks of it. Do you think there's a shot that they keep calling time, like going to commercial breaks for the timeouts? Timeout call with 1:22 to go. Think they're going to a commercial break? Let's see. Wouldn't be too surprising. Gain of like a yard. They'll take another timeout. 1:17 to go. Last one they have. Come on. But yeah, if they get a first down here, yeah, it's game over. Damn, they really just ran it up the middle for a loss. Oh, they gained 4. Sorry, I missed seeing that. Or for a yard. 4th and 6. They'll have to kick it away. So like 33 seconds to go when they get it. Well, they have it at the Green Bay 35. Looks like they kind of want to go for it. Eagles will take a timeout. And now it looks like they'll punt it. Oh, no, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, most likely. Of course, it's lagging. Oh, cool. Now we're back. 4th and 6. 33 seconds. This is a big play. First down means the game's over. First down means the Packers have a prayer. Well, an incompletion, because then it would be the Packers getting a first down, you know? Yeah, I can't watch that shit anymore. It's so laggy. 1st and 10 for the Packers at their own 35. Yeah, I don't know why you take a home run shot. I think it's because it's windy. I don't know. That could be my only guess. Or the ball's just not flying. Second and 10, incomplete pass. Ball to 35. Oh, is that the Eagles back? Damn, that's pretty bad. He just kind of chickened out on it. First and 10 to the Philly 47. Uh-oh. He's able to spike it. Basically, they have to pretty much just kick a field goal and hope they can make it from really far. Is that the move that they're taking? Yeah, I mean, it would tie it up. Eagles take their timeout. Trying to ice them out a little bit. What kind of, how long is it? Was it like a 60-yarder? Let me see. Was he at the 47, 46? Like 61 or 62 yards? Ooh, they went with a quick pass to try to get a little bit of extra yards, but it went nowhere. It's 3rd and 10. No, try to cut some of the yards out of it. Well, we'll see what happens. Long ad kick. Like 61 yards, right? Okay. I'll wait for you to say anything. 64-yarder. Damn. That was a long-ass kick. Yeah, Eagles end up winning a fucking boring ass game. But hey, the Eagles win. They'll go to 6-2. Packers fall to 5-3, or Eagles will go to 7-2. Packers fall to 5-3-1. Yeah, they're not in first place in the division anymore. Are the Bears in first place? No, because the head-to-head, I think the Lions now are in first place, or it's like a weird. I don't know how that's going to play out, but I'm pretty sure. NFC North standings predictor. Here we go. Let's see. Week 10. We want week 10. So the Lions are in first place. Hey, congrats, Lions. Look at that. Lions are back. Packers fall all the way to 3rd place with the loss tonight at 5-3-1. Congrats, Lions fans. Welcome back to first place. Have a good night, Kevin. Or Fernando. Yep, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great rest of your night. I'm going to get out of here, though. I'm tired. I'm ready to get out. Don't want to talk. Feel you, Kenny. All right, have a good night, everybody. Peace out. As always, go Lions, go Patriots, and of course, go Tigers, and of course, it's always go Patriots. Have a great night. Thank you for a fun stream.